If you take a brief look at teaching in general, it might seem like an easy task. All of us have done it 100 times in our lives. Situations like, I know something and I'll explain it to you, or I am able to do something and show you, are very common in our day-to-day life. Method in simple terms means the different ways we use to teach someone something new. These are the so-called tools for teachers. Professional lessons stand out by having different methods of teaching and not only one theme or subject. Every individual is different and will require customized teaching methods in order to successfully and efficiently teach them. The teacher has to know multiple methods to be able to differentiate between them and choose the right method for the situation. There are 3 methodical ground rules that are the foundation of every lesson plan. From light to heavy. The first flight practices could, for example, be on a small trainer kite on the beach before you would try to fly a normal tube kite in the water. From easy to difficult. An example we could use here is a student starts body dragging downwind, but then tries to body drag along the beam reach one-handed and eventually starts body dragging upwind with a kiteboard in the other hand. From known to unknown. For instance, the water start could be taught from known to unknown like the following. The student learns how to make a power dive whilst doing body drag exercises. After that, the student tries to stand up correctly by using a simulator before he tries to do the whole thing in the water for real. Next to the methodical ground rules, we also separate the different kinds of methods to teach. We would like to introduce you to 5 of the most common methods kitesurf instructors use. Demonstrate. Demonstrating separates itself from showing an example of the real elements by using slow, obvious and exaggerated movements which are easy to be seen. This requires some skills from the teacher's own technique so that the example is clear enough and the student understands the focal points of the movement. Instruct. Instructions are the easiest methodical help. With instructions, the teacher determines what, where, and how the movement should be executed. With specific instructions, dangers can be avoided and you can make sure the student knows how the movement is supposed to be executed. Explain. Explanations given by an instructor provide more knowledge to the connection of all of these movements. Having this knowledge of the movements makes it easier for a student to control themselves when executing the movement itself and gives them the understanding of why the movement is making the result. Asking. Asking questions allows the teacher to get to know more about the students and which experiences they've already had. This doesn't just make your lessons more interesting, but also raises the value and the quality. Exercises. Exercises help the student to get to know their handling and motion of movement and test it. The student should apply their own experiences and motions to solve the exercise at hand. It is not always easy to organize and execute good exercises, and it requires the teacher to come up with a structured exercise and will have to evaluate its success afterwards together with the student. As a professional kite instructor, you should keep in mind all methods available and to not only use one certain method to get your students closer to their goals. Using a variety will make lessons more interesting and more efficient because there are many different methods that can be used and can be combined with one another. Your VDWS instructor team.